want you to go and download Canva on your phone so that you have it as an app. It doesn't mean that you can't use it as a browser. It's just easier if you go to your app page or your app source, whichever phone that you use, and type Canva, and then you will look for the Canva, and this is the one with the purple and the bluish. You click to install the Canva one. Mine is installed already, and you're good to go. Then you're going to have it on your phone. If you're doing this for the very first time, it's going to ask you to sign up with your email address. Once you've signed up and you go to the 3 lines on top, and you will then have access to your menu on your Canva. We're going to learn in this video how to navigate as a brand new person using your Canva on your phone for the very first time. And doing is so much better than just watching. The things that I want you to learn would be, this is your landing page. The 3 lines, the burger menu on top on your left hand corner is called a burger menu. You click on the burger menu to have a look at your menu on Canva. So today you'll have the first thing on top is your profile. This profile is where you can change to another email account. This is also where you can go to settings. So there's no right or wrong. Go play around here and see what else you can do. What I want you to do as part of your exercise today is to change your theme. You're going to select theme, and then you will get an option to change it to light or dark or sync with your Canva or your phone, whichever way that your phone is set up. That's where you change your theme of your Canva. And once you've changed your theme, I want you to go to settings, because at settings, this is where you're able to change your language. I want you to pick any language. Maybe if you want to do Afrikaans, then prat ye Afrikaans met your Canva. The Zulu, whichever language that feels right to you, use that. And then once you have made those changes, instelling would be settings on Afrikaans. So I want English, then I will change it to English and then carry on with my Canva. And there are a couple of things that I want you to do. That would be going to your designs folder. Once you land on your phone on Canva, it looks with 3 tabs that we're going to be using throughout the whole week. The first tab is your designs. This is where you find any and everything that you have designed on Canva. And then the next one would be the templates. This is where you get templates that are created by other creators to help us design on Canva. And then the last tab is the AI. This is where anything that has to do with AI gets found on Canva. We are creating your business flyer, and we're using templates. One of the options that asks you, what are you going to design today? You are going to pick templates, because you're going to use templates to design your business flyer. So whatever you are selling, whether it's perfume, cakes, hair, whoever you're trying to design for as well, because the other thing that I want you to do is to outsource your services to other small business owners and start generating. So think of anybody that you could design this for and show it to them and say to them, I do these things and I charge this amount, and then you carry on. So if you want to do it for yourself, that's perfect. You're going to click on the search functionality, and then you're going to type if you want to design for nail polish or cakes or hair service, whatever it is that you want to design for. You're going to search for that. You're going to type salon, business flyer, or hair business flyer, or whichever one that you want to do. And you're going to press on the magnifying glass so that it starts looking for business flyers for hair salons that you could pick and tweak and make it your own. So if you see that there's a crown, that would be a paid template. Do not pick one of those. Always search for the ones that are not showing the crown, because they are free. So pick any of these. Let's pick this nail salon. Canva will then open it up and start showing you that you can start editing the flyer. The trick with Canva is use your fingers to select text, or to select the image, or to select the small little icons that are there. If you want to go and zoom in and make changes, always make sure that whatever you are wanting to change, there's a purple line around it. So if I want to change the text for the hair salon, I must make sure that there's a purple line around it. If I want to make it big, I use my finger and I go to the rounded corner points and I click and I hold it down. Then I drag it and I make it big, or I make it small. So the rounded corners with the circle, when you click and you hold it, you can adjust the text or whatever element you've selected. If you want to make the text to go on the same line, then you use the tip again so that the purple line is around whatever you've selected, and go to the line in the middle, or this part, the purple that you see, go to that, and once you drag it, you then make the text to go on the straight line. If you want it to go below each other, you hold it over there. So that is how you navigate and you start changing the template that you've selected. If you want to change color, again, use your finger, tap on it once so that it starts showing you the purple line. Every time you've selected either a text or color or any of these elements, make sure that there's a purple line around that. Immediately you will see it will show you a menu for that thing that you've selected, or that purple or color that you've selected, meaning you can write comment, you can duplicate, as you see the box with a box plus, you can delete it. If you click on the three dots, it will show you a menu about what you have selected. So I've selected the color. The menu options that are available are for me to copy, duplicate, make it in a group, meaning select multiple of elements on my Canva, and you can add comments, show timing, show info, etc. on that specific element or text that you've selected. If you want to make changes, again, the purple line is always going to guide you. Whatever you've selected, the menu at the bottom that you see me moving is talking to whatever you've selected. So always be very much aware, what have I selected? Because whatever you've selected, the menu at the bottom is changing that. Now that you want to change color, you're going to scroll and then go find whatever it is that you want to change. If you want to change color, you then click on color, and then you go find the color that you are wanting to use that suits your brand, and then you tick on it like that until you pick the one that you want. So that's how you would select all of these elements and make sure that whichever one you've selected, it is highlighted in purple, because once it's highlighted in purple, then you can make changes on it. Very important. Even if the color is what you want to change on the text, same principle. It must be highlighted in purple. So if you learn anything today, purple is how you change things on Canva. For example, say we want to change the hands that are on the grid that we've selected again in purple, and we want to change the image that's inside. Make sure that it's selected and there's a square around it, and then go and find a option on the menu at the bottom that's going to replace what you've selected. Again, you want to replace the image. So the menu at the bottom will always give you options that are available in order for you to make whatever change that you want to make. So you need to use the principle of RTFS for me, please. In this instance, we want to replace. Then we're going to go to replace. And then it asks you, what do you want to replace? A photo or something, or videos that are on Canva, or photos that you have uploaded. So it's up to you. If you have it on your gallery, Canva now allows us to go straight to your gallery, it's one of the options that's available, but it will still ask you to upload it. So the best option would be go click on uploads and then go to upload file and then go to your device to go find the image. But gallery is also still available. Please play around with these options and then see which ones are easier for you to adapt as you continue learning on your Canva journey. So once you've selected the image or the video that you are busy uploading to Canva, it will be on your uploads. It will start showing as an upload. And then I think I've chosen a video. That's why you see at the corner, it's going through in that uploading percentage until it's done. And then I added a video. So once I want to replace it, I tap on it once and then it goes and replaces that image that was there. So Canva is very intuitive. It is very user-friendly. You can't break it. So I'm imploring you and asking you with tears in my eyes, go practice and have fun with it for me today. And if you do encounter issues with your business flyer, let me know, because I'm expecting you to go change the telephone number and it suits your business, change the address, change the little icons that are there. If you don't want it, delete. This little icon with a plus, you can move small little icons with a plus button. That's how we move them. So this is a graphic. So if you want to change the graphic, so this is tiny. I can't even see what it is. It's the world. Oh, okay. So because it's so small and it's not an image you can replace, if you don't want the world, you can delete it with the dustbin and then go to elements and go find whatever you would like. Maybe you would like to find a WhatsApp icon. Then you're going to type WhatsApp. Maybe that person doesn't have a website, but they have WhatsApp. Then you go to elements to go look for graphics for whatever you want. So I want the WhatsApp, and it is not it's not a paid one. There's no crown. That means I can use it. Again, I will use my corners to make it big and small, and then I can reduce it to a small size. Use this plus sign to move it. Or there's another trick. When you scroll to the extreme right hand side, there's a nudge button that helps you move small little icons on Canva with up and down and to the left and to the right. That actually helps you to make changes on your design. If you are struggling to go in and make changes on, say for example, the hour service, pinch two fingers together like you're going to pick up a nail. And then once the two fingers are pinched, go click on the page and then zoom it out. This only happens when you pinch your two fingers like you're going to pick up a very small thing, and you can pinch it to go big and you can pinch it to go small. So when I'm working on my phone, my pinch is very important because it helps me go access these small icons, and I'm old. Then it helps me go and find these small icons with the pinch that I use in order for me to make my changes using my phone. So working on a phone is absolutely doable, especially if you apply the rules of pinching and making sure you selected this purple. So things like that are going to guide your journey as you make the career out of Canva. One last thing that you might flip you up is changing the written words inside text. So again, you're going to go tip one time and then the purple is in. Then you can click on the first button that says edit. And as soon as you say edit, there's a typing keyboard that will open up at the bottom of the page that will allow you to make changes on the text that you have selected. That's one way of doing it, and it's nice and clean with no drama. However, the other way, which is ghetto-like, but once you get used to working on the system, you're going to start using these easier methods. You're going to double click twice. And the minute you double click twice, it uses that edit automatically for you and then opens up a keyboard for you to make changes. And that's how you change your text on your flyer to suit whatever changes you want to make on the template. And you've seen us changing the image. I just want to show you, I added a video instead of image. In this instance, I want to use one of the images on Canva. You're going to select it, purple line around it, and then you press replace, and then you can go to either photos or videos. So when you tick photos on the bottom of the phone, then you are able to go on Canva and find photos. Remember, never use the photos that have a crown if you are using a free version of Canva. Go to search for images on where it says search for images, and you type whatever you would like to search for. Let's go with nails, and then you start scrolling until you find an image that doesn't have a crown, and then you replace it like that. So, and that's how you make changes. The last thing I want to show you is when you are ready and you want to send this out to a customer and you want to download it, the download button is the one that is on the top corner with a box and an arrow pointing up. You click on it once and it'll give you the option to share, email, download. Because we want to download, we are going to click the one that says download, and then it will give you the options that are available for you to download. So if you don't want MP4 video, that's what it is suggesting, and you just want a image, you can use JPEG for sharing or PNG, which makes better quality images, but it makes bigger files. But the quality of the images on PNG is much better than JPEG. Then you choose one of them, and then you click on download, and that's how you download and you share to the group. Good luck.